Hi YouTube family, I am coming out from my backyard. The pergola, orchid house, whatever, shade house, whatever you want to call it, is built and a work in progress because I'm now organizing and trying to see what is going to go better where, because sometimes you need to arrange them according to how much light and all that good stuff. But I wanted to come out and show you. Check it out. It is really nice. I actually got this from Wayfair, and you order it and it comes free shipping. They had a sale. You can check it out. This one is actually 24 by 12 and it fits my little back area perfectly. Everything was previously there, hanging all over the place in the small covered patio area right in front of the pool, and it was so crowded in there. And please don't mind my sweating. It's 98 degrees. It's about midday almost, and I am sweating bullets. It is so hot here in Miami, but it's okay because I'm extremely happy. Just yesterday, we got the shade put on the top. So last week it arrived, and my husband took literally a couple days. I'm super proud of him. I can't believe that it was able to be done DIY. Not DIY, but we didn't hire a company. We first had a company come out and give us an estimate for same size with a shade, and it was going to be like $23,000. So we said, let's see what we can find and build on our own, and it was a lot more fun. I did a lot of my building from, the chair because it was so hot. I have no I totally admit I have no tolerance for the heat beating on you and sweating. I had to run inside and wet my hair and come back out, and I did a lot of supervising, and he did a spectacular job. I can't believe he did it. He only got help one day when it was like the lifting part and all that from another guy, and the rest was my husband and my 13-year-old son out here on ladders and that whole thing. So let me show you. So like I said before, if you remember my old videos, all the Vandas were hanging right up there. They weren't even hanging on anything that they should be hanging on. They were hanging on that wire from that outdoor farmhouse lighting or whatever you want to call it. They were hanging over there. I had extra tables here. This whole space was so crowded, and it's still, I have to rearrange, I have to clean it up. But already you can see there's a lot more space because all the orchids are gone. Not all of them, there's a couple on the column. But here you have the orchid house, is what I'm calling it. Orchid house. So I'm stepping back a little so you can see the whole thing. There's a wall back there, and then there was like this little section of a wall. The hose is right around that wall, so I have to figure out a nice way to, maybe I'll get that one that pulls back. Those I heard are really convenient. You just pull it and then it goes back in. So this is it. The furniture, the shelving, all that is temporary until I figure out exactly how I want to do it. Yes, I have everything mismatched right now. I'm completely aware. These chairs were already here from Home Depot, and I'm thinking maybe some hanging plants here to provide even more shade. I'm testing out to see if maybe it needs even more than this. This will cover 80%. So this is, I think, 70 to 80% shade. And I'm under here right now. I've just wet the floor, and it's bearable. So they say that if it's bearable for humans, but if it's unbearable, that it's going to be too hot and you have to figure out another situation. So right now in the center island, we have the cats. The cats are all here in the middle, mostly. Some of them hanging, and then some dens over here, my maxillary over here. And then here we have the mostly the fowl table. There's a bunch of fowls. Now, I figured this spot would be the one with the most shade. I see that now the sun is coming that way, like this one, the sun is hitting it. So this is what I have to play with. This week I'm going to be arranging. I know that this kind of situation underneath is much more breathable. So I'm trying to work it out. This table was going to be thrown out, but right now I have nothing else to put the plants on, so I have to hold on to it a little more, even though I hate it and it's dirty. But yeah, so this is my raspberry baby, which is an oncidium, but it's in the foul table because I don't have that many oncidiums, just basically 3. I think I have 3. The cherry baby, the dancing ladies, and most of them I put on the trees. So anyways, yes, this is the foul table. Right now nothing is in bloom. Nothing's in bloom. Oh, and this is on a path, but I don't know if I'm constantly checking the leaves, because one thing I learned was if you touch the leaves and they are hot, too much sun, too warm in that area. So testing it out. Maybe I have a system where I have maybe 2 levels and the more sensitive plants are going to be underneath. I'd love to hear your ideas. I'm open to all the ideas. I would like actually to mount most of my phals kind of sort of like this, even though this one looks like, even though you see it's attaching, but it is looking kind of sad and droopy. Oh, what's that? Oh, I don't know, but I'm happy with that. But the rest looks sad and droopy. And I know they take time to acclimate to a new condition. So those were regular pots with bark, and then now I hung them up with some moss, so they need to acclimate. I get it. Let me be patient. So again, the foul table, and here we have the rest of the cats over here. And here we have a little, some very nice friend of mine gave me these spagoglottis, I think it's called, they're the ground orchids. So they're there in dirt, trying to see if they grow, if they survive. They got some sunburn already from being in another spot. I wasn't paying attention, but now I am. And I'm going to see if I can plant them in the front. Now here, like I said, in the middle, we have the cats. Some dendrobiums are random. I don't know what this is. Like, I know the orchid names, but like, don't ask me what this is. I have no idea. I'm not really too fond of a lot of other plants, but every now and then I stick them in there, and that's it. So this was my foul project. A couple of them are doing better than others. Like this one on the top is not securing, kind of floating, fell down. So I have to see how I fix that. This, I believe I had the name somewhere. Oh my gosh, I better find it. This one was from Kroll Smith, and I bought that at an Ophies fair. And by the way, there's an Ophies fair coming on next weekend. So I'm gonna try to make it. It is so hard with it being 100 degrees that yeah, it is. It's crazy. Like right now I'm dripping. You won't even want to see my face or anything right at this moment. I mean, hands, and that's all you get, because you'll be grossed out and you'll swipe away. Anyways, so look at this beautiful mount from Orchids 365, and her name is Roxy, the artist slash teacher slash orchid enthusiast, just like me. But she's been doing it for years and years, and I'm a newbie of 6 months, but I am so obsessed right now, especially now. I don't even want it. My family won't even be able to find me anywhere else in the house except for in this area. Like right now, I'm gonna bring in a fan, by the way, because we had fans over in the other section, but I'm gonna bring in a fan that's gonna oscillate and give a lot of breeze. But if you can see, there is breeze coming in through here, and it feels really good. Just enough breeze to dry up the sweat on your face. Anyways, so here we have the Vanda Row. I don't know what to call it. Vanda Row. Someone else I heard call it Vanda Lane. I think it was Nelson from Nature Now. Oh look, this is good. This is good. I like this. This one is adhering. I'm gonna leave her alone. So yes, this is Vanda Road over here. And if you look through, you can see where I have the preschool. These are young Vandas. So I have the 3 from RF Orchids that are growing so slowly, or maybe I'm just being impatient, but I bought those in February. And these 2 that, believe it or not, they came from Home Depot. They were only like $16, and roots growing very nicely. This one, not so much. I had to give her a haircut because she came dried out. But if you can get them like this with these plump juicy roots, it looks like it's gonna do very well. So now, since I'm by the Vandas, my favorite, I'm going to tell you how I arranged them. And I don't know if it makes any sense, but I did it in the order of blooming. So this one just bloomed, those orangey, a big orange inflorescence, beautiful. Second bloom with her. That was, I think that was my first or second Vanda. Also from RF. I'll show you the tag because I have already videos on her and she's so beautiful when she's in bloom. And I hope it's focusing because right now all I have is sun and sweat in my eyes. Silk Samaran, Sunlight, Crown Fox, Tangerine, HCC by the AOS. It's beautiful. It's Ascasenda crossed with the, oh my god, Gira Prapa and Prowler. I don't know if I'm reading those correctly. And you know guys, I have to tell you, I have been trying, I even found an app that will pronounce orchid names for you. And I've learned a few, but holy smoke, some of them are not what you would commonsensically think. I've learned if you have a phylum at the end, it's the short I sound. And I've heard a lot of people pronounce it with the long. So I don't know. Is the app incorrect? I don't know. Like if you, like a grammatophyllum, a bulbophyllum, all of those. But I don't know. I'm not sure. But Vandas are easy. Vandas are just Vandas. So I put them on here according to spikes and blooming. So this one I don't think so. So this one is the first one from Pearl Smith. Beautiful, a yellow butterfly, and you can see it has a tiny spike. Love it, love it, love it. And now if you don't get hit in the face with these foul mounts, you could see the rest. So this one, and I actually tried to write down where I got it so I have some idea. This one is the Vanda Pichon Olivia. I know I'm mispronouncing that, but it has a beautiful spike coming out. This one, is this what I think it is? Ben Fragrance. This is one of the best sweet smelling Vandas that you will ever smell. This is from Bangjong. And it has a really big spike. I don't see any insects or anything on it. I was seeing some ants, but I've learned that that might be normal, and don't freak out when you see the black ants. They normally come to feed off the nectar and all that stuff. But sometimes I have to say it. When I see all those ants, I get nervous. I'm like, get off. But anyways, this is one of my favorites, the Golden Doubloon. I'll show you her name. This is the second bloom for me. And I cannot see it all. You can see, but I hope you can. Golden Doubloon with an N at the end. I thought it was M when I first got her. So yes, these will get really bright orangey coppery color, and there's 2 spikes there. Was there 3? Yes, there's 3. Amazing, amazing. And I got her, I want to say I got her in March, and she's huge. Like my height would be up to half of her right here, and then she goes all the way up. And yeah, I'm really happy that she's blooming again. This is gonna be blooming for my 3rd time. The first time I bought her from Judeli's over on Chrome. Very nice lady and her husband, I forgot his name, could be Juan maybe. And she was in bloom and it was pink, and so I had to get her. It was a beautiful bright fuchsia. And then the second time she bloomed, like a few days after, the thrips got her. So you can tell there is thrip damage. She doesn't look awesome. These leaves, I had to spray them a whole bunch with the hard stuff. But now it's the 3rd bloom. I got her in January and she's blooming for the 3rd time. So I'm really happy. I cannot complain. Even after experiencing the thrips, she beat it, and there she is. This is my Vanda Zena. This is a beautiful yellow flower with another very soft but sweet scent. I also got this from Bangjong. I didn't get this, I have to be honest. This was a friend of mine's, and she really didn't, she's not a Vanda, but not an orchid person. And I kind of went with her and drove her crazy and told her, you know, you gotta come with me and see. And I tried to get her into the orchid. She bought this, she loved it, and then she thought it was dying. So I took her back. I had to cut a couple leaves that seemed like that they got some sunburn or whatever. But now she's doing great and she's blooming again. I can't wait to show you. This one was my second Vanda, Pachara Delight, also from Bangjong, because look at these pots. When you see these pots, that's usually a sign you're getting it from Bangjong. And they can give you a plastic one like this, or you can upgrade and pay a little bit more, maybe like $6-8, and get this beautiful pot with the holes. So Pachara Delight, not finished blooming, super huge flowers. Second bloom for me, super exciting. This is another one that just finished opening up, the Vanda Bantram, another from Bangjong. And I want to lower her a little bit because the smell on this one is something you have to do daily. You have to come out and just smell, and you're going to have a nice day. You are going to have a nice day when you smell her. Ooh, I wish you could smell her through the video because it would be worth it. It's spectacular. Honestly, it's spectacular. And this one is from my new bundle. I want to say I saw something here, if I'm not crazy. Yeah, I think I had a little tiny spike, but this is one of my Mimi Palmers. Is it a Mimi Palmer? Yes. I have 4, is it 4 or 5 Mimi Palmers? And yeah, two of them are already blooming. I got them less than a month ago. They're already spiking, so I love it. So I didn't want to make this video too long because I still have to rearrange. I got to see exactly how the sun hits, you know, but so far this is what I have, guys, and I'm super happy with it. Super proud of my husband, and happy wife, happy life, and wife is happy right now because I went from this being a space that we didn't really use at all because there was nothing above, and then I thought, okay, maybe put a big long table here, but we're not gonna sit here all the time. We have the big long table over there on that side. And this was the perfect, I didn't envision it to be this perfect in my brain. Maybe some of you are saying, well, that's not perfect. For me, it so is. It is perfect. I love it. Those sliding glass doors are my bedroom. So I open the door and I see my Vandas that are in bloom. Is there anything better than that? No. Then if I open it, I could smell them too, or, you know, and then this little door out here is my bathroom, so I can come out and again have quick access to come out over here. You know what, I could say I'm going to the bathroom, guys, and you know what I mean, end up over here looking at the plants. So not that I'm gonna do that, so, but still really excited, really happy. If you guys have any pointers, any ideas, this is not gonna stay like this. I want, you know, like that rack over there, that preschool rack, that's what I call it. I want that to be attached to the wall. I want to have a few of those, and I want to try more mounting. But as far as I can tell right now, I'm super happy with the results. I'm super happy to be back here and have all my plants here and not intruding on the family area. They have their own area. No one has to come over here but me or whoever I want to show. And I'm ecstatic. I'll give you a quick little look at the macaras that I had put on the tree in May, late May, that were, I don't want to say given because I paid for 2 of them, and one of them was given free because she was in such bad shape. But this one, oh my goodness. Do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? Yes, a spike. I can't even believe it. I can't even believe it. Yes, it's gonna be 3 for 3. I can't believe it. So yeah, that one was the first one that bloomed while being attached to the tree. This is the second one, blooming, not attaching as well. I mean, they have some roots that are attaching, and you know, a couple. She's taking her time, but look at that beautiful inflorescence of flowers. I mean, it's beautiful. And I know once things are further out, you know, you see little bites. Look at this. There's some petals missing here. You see little bites, and you know, and I just saw on the other side of this tree trunk, there was a big lizard. I know, it's nature, whatever. But I'm super proud. I put these out. This is the first Vanda that I mount, and I could have done a better job. That green tape doesn't look awesome, but at the same time, it got the job done. Eventually, they won't need the green tape, and it's like gardening tape. I'll cut it off, and it'll stay attached, hopefully. But I'm super proud of it. I mean, if they're blooming, you can tell it's a pretty good spot. Now, the only thing that I'm afraid of Yes, when these palm fronds fall, I'm gonna have a little problem. I'm gonna have a little problem. So anyways, my violetta's here, kind of estranged from the family, but if you saw my other video, it was a short, it has a spike as well. I'm gonna try to zoom in, but you probably can't see it. It's right there. It is spiking as well, and it is literally like 15 feet up there, all the way up, all the way up. This is like where my height is, and she is all the way up the palm tree, and she's liking it there, obviously, because she's spiking. The rest over here are, I don't know, they're okay. The Oncidium, Sugar Babies, or Dancing Ladies, one of those two, they look okay. They're a little lighter in color, which tells me that they're getting more light. This one that I thought was half dead is growing new, you know, leaves, and it has attached itself. You can tell. Yeah, I'm not removing that. There's no removing. I was going to take them off and put them out of their misery, but now they're attached, so I guess I got to respect that and leave them there. That one keeps getting attacked by the squirrels. I don't know what to do. Someone told me to take soap and put soap shavings around there. They hate that smell, but I put her on here. I wrap her up nicely, and the squirrels come and have at it. They eat the spag moss, and sometimes chew on the leaves. So I don't know. My first idea was to put fowls up and down this trunk because it has a lot of shade. But if the squirrels are gonna come and have a feast, like if it's a buffet, then I'm not gonna do that. This one I just stuck in there because it wasn't doing well in a pot, and it looks better than it was in the pot. And this tree, which was an experiment, is still experimenting. It's still in the experimental phase. It has some under here that you can tell have attached. So I have to see how I remove this, if I should remove this. I don't know. This one also, a squirrel. Look at that. They just, I don't know. But it's nature, and it's okay. It's okay. This one obviously is getting sunburned, but it's growing new leaves. So I don't know if it's acclimating or if it's gonna make it. It's all here under the stag fern or staghorn. I don't know. These are doing okay. You can actually see that the roots are coming through the mesh. And I actually follow someone, oh my God, what's his name? The plant propagator, who does a lot with this material and attaching also. So it's really interesting. I thought someone had said, no, bad idea, don't put them like that. And then I saw this professional use that to attach and get the keikis growing. So I don't know. Everybody, honestly, what I have to say is trial and error, and have fun with experimenting. Expect that you're not gonna make every orchid happy. Some of them are going to not make it. Some of them are gonna thrive and teach you things every day. So 21 minutes, this video is kind of long, but I was very excited to show you this little area for me. Very, very excited. It's not that little, but still, it's my own little orchid area. Very excited about it, very happy, and that's it. Any comments I would appreciate. If you think that you have any ideas for the area. A lot of the hooks weren't, see, yesterday I hung them up, but I noticed that I can't even see the flowers because they were so high up. So I had to go out and buy hook extenders. I got them from Lowe's, 18 inches. Some of them are shorter. Some of them are, I don't know, from Home Depot. But it's working because they are height and eye level now. And they need to be nose level, especially the smelly Vandas need to be nose level. They can't be higher than that, because then I have to get on a ladder every time I want to smell them every morning, and that's not going to work. So most of them I was able to lower them down, get them exactly where I need to. And I also need to be checking. I need to be looking. I need to make sure that it doesn't have thrips. It doesn't have anything. And you know, it's so hot and it's rainy. Now the next test is going to be when it rains. This is supposed to be waterproof, which was my preference, so that I can control the water. I just come out with my hose that right now is all over the place, and you know, spray them however I need to spray them and water them however I need to water them. And that was my plan. But if the water goes through, then I have to adjust the plan. I have to see what I do for the fowls. And you know, learning in progress right now. So thank you guys for joining me. I hope you subscribe to the channel. I'm planning on going to the Ophi's Orchid Fair next week so that I can show you what the vendors have. And it's always a good time. I will be melting for sure because it'll be scorching, 100 degrees or so. And but you know what? If you love the orchids, you can take it. You can take it for a little while at least, so you can bring in a good video. So thank you guys for joining me. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye.